Hi there. Today what we're going to do is we are going to talk about the whiteboard and the toolbar overview. Okay, so on your board, you either have the whiteboard down here or you have the whiteboard that is up here. Either one will get you to the same place. I've heard that this one opens a little bit faster, but it's not linking to your Lumio. So whichever one you want to do. If you want it linking to your Lumio, then you need to open this whiteboard. This one does take a little bit longer to open just because of the linking to Lumio, but you do have access to it in your Lumio account later on. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the whole toolbar that you have down here. So the first thing you can do is if it's in your way, you can move it out of the way, you can move it up top, and you can put it basically wherever you want it to be, okay? So now if you click on the open file, what you're going to see here is you're going to see new whiteboard, which is going to open up a brand new whiteboard, a new Lumio file, or you could go into your files library and you can open a previously used whiteboard that you have created earlier. So pretty easy to do there. Then you have your pins, and we're going to talk about this a little bit later, but this is your pins menu. You also have the selection, and this is nice for when you have multiple objects on the board and you want to select all of them. You're going to click on that and you're going to draw a big square around everything and it'll select everything. Here you're going to be able to do images, videos, and add content from either the web or from your board. So if you have pictures that you want specifically, you can do it from the board and you can go into those files. Here we have lots of tools, which we'll do a separate video on that, but this is kind of your tools option and where you're also going to share and download these whiteboards if needed. Undo, redo. The person is always going to be where you're going to turn this activity into an interactivity for your students. So you're always going to have your QR code, your web link, and your join code. And you're always going to get your start session up there. If you want to convert it into an activity, you're going to be able to do that teacher-led or student-led, individual, group, and whole class. And we'll go through each one of those as well so you can really understand that. Then we're going to get back button. These are your individual pages that you can pull up and go to pages. Your forward button, and then you have adding a page and then adding a new page. Lots of different things that you have in here, which we will talk about more in detail in another video, plus all of the interactivity things as well. So that is a brief overview of just the toolbar on the whiteboard.